Hello everyone, welcome back to Scream to Scream. Today we are doing another one of our Dark Spooniverse episodes. So we've got the Dark Spooniverse here. We've done Count Chocula, we've got Frankenberry. Now today we're doing Booberry.
Booberry.
Yeah, I have no idea what we're gonna do, and yeah, let's go for it. Let's see how we can make this work. Booberry is a ghost, and he is blueberry themed.
Delicious.
His voice is Peter Lorre, or it's an emulation of. With all of our monster serials, it's always like a kid's movie. There's a kid involved because that's really who the audience is. So, is this a kid has to stay overnight in a haunted house or something, or how does Booberry I feel like he has to haunt something as a ghost. Like ghosts very
like his
rarely.
job.
Though Booberry definitely leaves. He wanders around. Like that's like I think he was introduced in a commercial where Frankenberry and Count Chocula are just hanging out in their castle they own together. Booberry just shows up to the house and he's like, "Hey, you want to try my Booberry cereal?" And he's just kind of,
"Are you guys the cereal guys I kept hearing about?"
"Yeah, you should try some of mine." But yeah. So he's not bound to one location. I don't know if we can play around with that.
All right.
He seems to be like pretty chill about being a ghost.
Yeah, I'm imagining like we don't want a I'm suffering in the afterlife and this is terrible. Like,
and we don't want him to have like unfinished business because like then that's one and done.
Yeah.
Like we need him to keep coming along here. Is this a bit of a Casper kind of situation?
It's probably going to have a lot of Casperish elements to it.
Does he need a friend? And I mean, that would make sense because again, the first time he shows up, he like knocks on their door and wants to hang out with them. So
yeah,
maybe this is a little bit of a Casper thing. I just don't want to like remake Casper though, because we kind of did that already with Count Chocula.
Shh, don't worry about it.
So I don't know if I just want to do another Casper. How do we get this off the ground? How do we get this ghost off the ground?
Yeah, we need something.
We need something good. Do we want to go look at the blueberry angle? Like, I know we just did a strawberry thing.
I mean, we have to because these are movies about people that are fruit related.
Yeah, we got to work that
or
in.
Chocolate related.
Or chocolate related. Yeah, like chocolate really has like its own kind of thing. Everything else is kind of fruit. I think this is our hardest one yet because it's almost we've got too much freedom. Because a ghost movie could be like just about anything.
Yeah, we need to have a starting point. Like, why do we have a ghost?
Why do we have a ghost?
Why is it blueberries?
Why is it a blueberry ghost? He's a booberry. Is he haunting a blueberry patch? Is that a thing? Maybe. All right. Here's another angle here.
Let's go with a failing farm.
Well, I'm just thinking. I mean, this is all right. So I think blueberries. I think blueberry pie. I think like county fair. That's what I'm thinking. Is that a thing? Is that anything? A county fair blueberry pie kind of thing?
Maybe.
Maybe there's a failing bakery.
How old is this ghost? Like, has he been a ghost for hundreds of years? Is he older than our vampire?
This could be from like any century. Well, probably not. I would say probably like maybe in the 1920s. That'd be cool.
That'd be a nice one.
I think that would be fun. I love that, like that Edward Gorey sort of style, the 1920s kind of, haunted mansion, in Disney World. I think of like the 1920s for that. That could be real fun. It could be like, like a Great Gatsby sort of thing.
Ooh.
Like there's something creepy about
Great
that.
Goatsby.
Yeah, the Great Ghostby. How do you feel about the 1920s? I know that's not a plot element, but
I love the 1920s.
It's something to work with. It's kind of fun. It's just like a fun, I don't know, there's something like fun and creepy about the 1920s to me. I guess because it's sort of like, it's like this dramatic irony, like the stock market's about to crash and everything's about to get really bad, but everyone's kind of living it up as if nothing's bad's going to happen. And there's something kind of eerie about that to me. That's why I really like the 1920s.
Yeah, and also some prominent horror literature writers were in that time period.
So I think that's definitely, at least that I feel it feels like a fun place to set this. Maybe how about this? Maybe it's a kid version of The Shining.
Ooh.
How does that strike you? I don't.
Maybe a family is moving into a new place and it's all creepy and haunted. Might be a hotel they're staying in.
Yeah, maybe it's a haunted hotel. All right, how do we get blueberries in here? Is this a blueberry pie factory?
Is it a blueberry pie factory? Much like Mouse Hunt, they're inheriting a factory.
Okay, let's do Mouse Hunt. Let's do Mouse Hunt.
All right,
it's Mouse Hunt. They're trying to exterminate the ghost. Yeah. It's Mouse Hunt. I think we got something here.
Okay,
it's Mouse Hunt, and they're inheriting a blueberry factory.
I don't think blueberries are made in a factory.
It's a blueberry pie factory.
A blueberry processing facility.
Yeah. I'm not implying that the blueberries are made in the factory.
They're factory made blueberries,
but like they're canned or processed or whatever. And we have this cheerful ghost from the 1920s, who was living in the blueberry processing plant. Is that something?
Maybe. This is tough.
It is tough. Is this all right? Did Blueberry die in the 1920s, or is this now the 1920s?
I feel like he should have always just been a ghost. Let's avoid having
he's never died.
He's never died. He's always been a ghost. He's one of those elemental ghosts.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Oh, you're asking me.
Yeah, it sounded like
I was gonna go with like he's just been a ghost for so long that this is what he's used to.
Okay,
that way we don't have to.
Okay, it doesn't. He died at some point. It's not important at all.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
We don't really need him to have a tragic backstory.
Sure,
unless we need to. You
know? What's the mouse's backstory in Mouse Hunt? Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
He's just a
right.
mouse.
He's just a mouse,
and he's just a ghost. I'm trying to think, like, you know, when was like Betty Crocker, like when was that sort of, when did that start? It's the dawn of the instant mixes.
The box mixes.
The box mixes, and there's a failing blueberry pie factory.
It always comes back to something's failing, and the weird supernatural thing needs to help him out.
I mean, it kind of is, yeah.
Is there a way to do this without that, though? But
there must be a way to do this without that. I have to believe there is.
It's such an easy way to do it. I know,
but we already did it. Like, and I don't think we did it with Count Chocula, so like we don't have to worry about that again. I mean, that's. I feel like you can't make a Boo Berry movie without the berry. You've got the boo. You need the berry.
Yeah, you can't have your boo without your berry.
You need the boo and the berry.
You gotta put the boo in the berry.
Blueberry. Is this a town, maybe, that is, like, very blueberry based? Like, you know how, like, some towns have, like, their claim to fame, and it's, like, everywhere. It's on the brochures, it's on the signs. Yeah. Like, welcome to Blueberry, you know, home of the blueberries.
Welcome to Blueberg.
You know, like...
Berrysburg.
Maybe that's the thing. Maybe it's a town that's like very into blueberries.
Okay.
This is nothing.
We really don't have anything. Okay, let's.
What if he's a door-to-door salesman ghost? Oh, okay. I didn't see this movie, but you know, like, was it R.I.P.D.?
Oh yeah,
They're ghosts. There's the ghost police officers.
Yeah, it was basically Men in Black, but for goose.
Yeah. What if he's a ghost salesman?
Okay,
that's something.
He sells ghosts. Go on.
He sells. Maybe he sells two ghosts, and one day he gets the wrong house and he goes to a living family.
Okay, and
maybe there's something there. Maybe he's a salesman, because again, I keep thinking the first time you see Blueberry, he's knocking on the door. He's like, "Have you tried my cereal?" You know, like maybe he is a ghost salesman. Maybe he was the best salesman. Or maybe he's sort of like a Jack Lemmon in sort of a Glengarry Glen Ross. He's like the down on his luck but never gives up kind of guy.
Yeah.
And he's going door to door. He dies in the cold one day selling, and he never stops.
He was just trying to sell matches in the winter.
Yes, there we go. That's something. That's kind of a unique idea, isn't it? He's a door-to-door salesman for ghosts and ghouls.
Okay.
And he goes to a blueberry factory. He sells blueberries. He's a blueberry salesman. Yes. He's a blueberry salesman. In life, he was a blueberry salesman.
Okay.
And it didn't go very well because he was we already did kind of jam in the last one, like a blueberry pie salesman, a pie salesman, but with blueberry being like the number one.
His wear is blueberry.
Yeah, he sells blueberry pies. As a ghost, he sells blueberry pies. And he goes to different ghouls and ghosts' houses, and he sells to them, and then he meets a human child, and then there is blueberry mischief.
All right,
this is something.
It's definitely more than nothing.
Yeah, it's definitely more than nothing, and that's what I like about the idea.
It's a very good start.
It's a good start halfway into our recording session.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, we're really floundering here. But I think that, I guess I'm just looking for something unique, and I think I think a ghost salesman is funny.
All right.
It's like a fun idea. I think that's something to work with. He's never given up. He didn't even let death stop him.
Okay.
And I guess really now is just how does he interact with the humans, and what do they do? I guess that's the story. We have a character. What does he do? Is there a kid maybe who needs like maybe it's like a Girl Scout who needs to learn how to sell cookies or something. I don't know. like this is a one of those like all right. Here's a wacky idea.
All right, I like wacky.
So it is Scarface.
Okay.
Except instead of cocaine, it's cookies.
You want the blueberries? You come to
instead
me.
of a ghost. Instead of Scarface, it's a little girl, and she has a ghost mentor. Like how to really make it, and it's sort of like this like climb to power story, but it's like on a cute small scale, like in a high school or like an elementary school.
Climbing the ranks of the off-brand Girl Scouts.
Right, and her secret weapon is she's got a ghost friend.
Who, of course, was a 1920 salesman.
Yeah. Like, that's kind of a fun concept, even if it's not even based on a serial. Like, that's kind of a fun concept.
It's definitely a starting point, that's for sure. I like that.
I kind of like that. Like, it's kind of a weird... It's a weird story. It's sort of like this girl wants this, bike or whatever the thing is. And let's say they're, I don't know, like blueberry cookies. Who cares? They're blueberry
muffins.
Blueberry muffins. Fine. They're not cookies, they're muffins.
It's bake sale stuff.
It's a bake sale. It's a bake sale.
Yeah.
I like that. Blueberry muffins are the default muffin. And I think you really nailed that.
Thank you.
Because what's more blueberry than blueberry muffin? Like, blueberry pie's got more blueberries, but there are a lot of different kinds of pies. Mm-hmm. Apple pie comes to mind first. Cherry pie comes to mind first. But muffins, blueberry's number one. And so I think, even if you're not your favorite, I feel like it's the one you think of first.
It's definitely one of the standard, like, what kind of muffin you got there?
It's like blueberry's time to shine is in muffin form.
Yes.
So, bake sale. I like it. Bake sale... 1920s still, maybe?
Do we want it to be in the 1920s, or he's from the 1920s?
He's from the 1920s, let's say. And he's the best salesman that ever lived and the best salesman that ever died.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's his tagline.
Yeah, yes, he's on his card.
I'm the best ghost that's ever... Oh, wait, I mean salesman.
The best salesman that's ever died. And so he's going around selling stuff to ghosts. He meets up with her, and... they make like a deal or something. I don't know what it is. But she wants whatever. It's like a Faustian pact. But it's like lower stakes. She's not like selling her soul to a ghost, but I don't know. Maybe there's something. I don't know. I don't know what ghosts want. Maybe he has to live in her house. Like he needs a new home. He's been wandering. He like ghost rules is that you need to have a living person accept you into their home.
You're only allowed to haunt something that's occupied. Yeah.
But he sort of has to get invited in like a vampire. Let's say.
Okay.
So that's the Faustian pact, is that she has to live with a ghost now, and so the parents are dealing with these weird supernatural things because only she can see the ghost, and like little things are happening around the house. Little weird like 1920s, like I can't think of like what a grown man from the 1920s would do that would like be weird. Like,
why are there spats in the house?
Yeah, right. Or like, what's this monocle doing here? Or why is there a ticker tape machine? Like, I don't know. But and so he like lives in her attic or something, and he's like crashing there. Or maybe he's like sort of like he's got some like hobo sort of like a 1920s or 1930s hobo.
He knows the hobo code.
He knows the hobo code. Maybe he was like a tycoon that lost everything. Is going to work his way back up to the top through pounding the pavement. Doing his thing. Like like he's gonna work his way back up. Okay, and so yeah, it's like this rise to power. She's using the ghosts to sort of like do stuff, like go through walls, like maybe some light sabotage. I don't know, or is this just the Noid movie again we're making?
I mean, she could employ the ghost to like sabotage the other kids that are trying to sell things,
or just like get advantages. Like I know what the real blueberries are, like the best ones.
You're looking for the best blueberries. I know the best blueberries. Oh, you're trying to get a good score on your test. I could see the answers.
Yeah. Well, yeah, just helping around in other parts of her life.
Is the lesson the kid needs to learn like you got to succeed on your own? You shouldn't cheat.
That seems. I feel like we
need themes.
That seems to be where we're trending. Maybe they both need to learn the same lesson. Maybe she puts her like maybe it's for like a muffin bake sale for charity, and she finally puts it. Like she puts the charity, the cause over her own
personal success.
Yeah, maybe that's what it has to be.
Maybe we could open like a bit of a 1920s. He could be narrating a little bit. Like,
yeah.
I used to be the best there was. I could sell anything to anybody.
Yeah.
It was easy for me.
Yeah.
And then one day it all went wrong. But that doesn't matter. All I know is I was the best salesman alive. Now I'm the best salesman unalive.
Yeah. And he's like telling, and then like the narration is over, like him as a human, and then like it cuts to where is he now? He's telling this story to a ghost in their front door. It's like, great. Are you trying to sell me something or what? And then like we establish that maybe things aren't going as great as he thinks.
He's been trying to stay a salesman even though he's been dead for like 50 or 60 or 7, however many number of years.
Maybe he's not a good salesman. He just thinks he is, or he aspires to be.
Or maybe like he was a good salesman when he was alive, but like what's he selling as a dead person? Like, ghosts don't need anything.
Yeah. Ghosts don't need anything. That's right. He misses that. Like he's been trying, but humans, they're consumers.
Yeah, humans always want everything.
Yeah.
But he can't sell to humans. Humans can't see him.
Right.
But one day, he's down. He's really sad. He's depressed. He can't sell anything. It's nighttime. This little girl is trying to sell things for a bake sale. Mm-hmm. And, he's a little bit wistful about it. Like, I used to do that. I used to be the best I was. And it shocks him when the girl turns to him and goes, well, I'm the best there is now.
Well, like, the girl's the only one who can see him.
Yeah, he finds out and he's ecstatic about it.
She's got, like, the sixth sense.
She's a special.
Yeah, and that's kind of fun. Maybe that's just like a thing where it's like, she's got the sixth sense, she's always seen ghosts and it's no big deal to her anymore.
Yeah, she's not shocked or like scared or anything.
It's like, you can see me? It's like, oh, yeah, I see ghosts all the time.
Yeah, you people are always trying to talk to me about your unfinished business. It's just like, no unfinished business. I literally have no business. I need business.
Yeah.
You want to go into business together even? Let's make some business.
And maybe she's like, I don't want to do this because Count Chocula, I feel like she was like the freak girl, wasn't she? Because like I said, if she's got the sixth sense, that should make her a bit of a freak.
I don't want to make her a freak. Instead, let's make her. It's someone that's just. She has friends. She doesn't even care they're there though. Like she's very much success oriented.
This is the 1980s, and she's like a yuppie. Like she's very. This is Wall Street.
Maybe this is one of those kids that their parents are always pushing them to do better. You always have to be A+ students.
It's Wall Street and Booberry's Gordon Gekko.
There you go.
That could be it.
But of course, like the end isn't that. It's not a sad ending. It's not greed is good. Like the lesson needs to be like they both need to learn.
Yeah.
It's not about success. It's about like living your life. If you're abandoning everything in pursuit of success, you have nothing left at the end of the day.
I think this is the pitch here. It's Wall Street. Gordon Gekko's a ghost. The product is blueberry muffins. And the ending is a more hopeful, child-friendly, lesson-learning sort of
like ending. She learns like you need friends. You don't have to please everybody. So like letting your parents down isn't the end of the world. Yeah.
It's very much not a ghost story. It's just that the ghost is Gordon Gekko. It's an older mentor who knows the system, and he's a ghost this time, and only she can see him. That's perfect. Yes. Because it's sort of like, how are you so successful? I guess I'm just good at this. But she actually has this old mentor.
And then we could have a nice arc for the ghost where, he's trying to live a life that he already lost through this little girl.
Yeah.
Pushing her in the direction that we shouldn't have a little girl being pushed in.
Right.
It's like he'll realize at some point when he sees, like, she has no friends anymore.
Right,
she had them.
Yeah.
But in pursuit of success, she's pushed everything out of her life.
Just like he has no friends. Exactly. Like she's seeing her become him. All right, we're starting to get somewhere. Yes. This is something.
We're finding some parallels. We're building characters. We have themes.
This is good. So it's a little bit like Frankenberry, but I mean, like it's not the same thing. It's not being about a bad father. It's about being about it's about a bad friend.
It's about putting success above personal health. Like life is about balance, and when you have someone that's going to abandon everything in pursuit of success in whatever field it might be, like you lose the balance. So like we could even have like the parents are like, you got to do better, and like at one point they're even gonna say like, listen, Jenny, like what happened to your friends?
At some point, she screws over one of her friends. Yes. And that's when she's gone a bit too far. And that's when maybe Booberry sees he's been pushing her too far.
Like when he sees that she's not with anyone anymore, it's only her sitting in a room counting money that he goes like, oh, maybe I went too far.
Yeah.
I'm a Mario now.
But yeah, she's like talking to herself, apparently. Like people don't know she's talking to a ghost. And so it's this sort of like, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah. We could lean on some imaginary friend tropes even, because it's not an imaginary friend, but only she could see the thing.
Right.
It's impacting her life in a certain way.
So how old is she? Because there's a certain threshold where imaginary friends is like
I wanted to be
psychiatrist.
Yes, I wanted to be right on the edge there.
Okay. So what is I don't even know. Is that like
I think
7?
That's like 8, 9. Yeah. Like you're getting to the point where
I feel like 9's really pushing it.
Like I feel like the Foster Home for Imaginary Friends universe, they usually like when the kids turn 8, I think is when the parents say you got to send your imaginary friend back.
So maybe that's it. Maybe she's on the cusp of that. I feel like that's like good Girl Scout age. Like
I think we have a good movie going.
Yeah.
We
it's a rags to riches story, but it's it's lonely at the top. It's that that's the sort of the takeaway. And
the ending is, they learn about balance in all things. It's the Force now.
Yeah.
Balance in all things,
like moderation, the work-life balance.
Like she has friends, she's hanging out with them, but at the end of the day, they still want to turn blueberries into cereal. And dominate the cereal market.
You couldn't learn the work-life balance from someone who's not even alive.
Yeah,
there's only work for me.
I died. I overworked. I died working. I died on my feet.
I think that's what it is. He died working. Yeah. Like he had friends and a family, but he never saw them, and he died working, and he wasn't even sad about it. He didn't even regret. He's almost like an Ebenezer Scrooge sort of. And not like so miserly. I think he's like a jovial Scrooge.
Yeah, but like
he's like, he wants the money. He wants that.
He died when it was his daughter's birthday. He had to make the choice between going to the birthday party on time or being late. He chose to be late to sell one more thing.
Yeah.
And he died crossing the street to reach that last door.
That's a little bit of a ghost dad. So I'm glad we kind of circled back to it.
Yeah.
And so now he's sort of given the second chance. I like that. He's sort of given the second chance with this little girl, and it's sort of like a chance to be human again in a way, because finally a living person can see him.
Yeah.
And he sort of is about to blow it, and then he's like, "No, I have the opportunity to not pursue my own greedy goals."
When he realizes he's ruining this girl's life.
Like he loves the game, but like he needs to be a better friend.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
And maybe we have like a douchebag teacher who really is results oriented.
Yeah.
Them being the best sailing class is good.
Yeah.
So like that could be the douchebag who doesn't have any clarity.
Right. Now I think that's good to sort of have this like rise to power, like you're rooting for it at first, and it's sort of like, ooh, like when it gets to so far, it's like, now she's becoming a worse person.
Yeah.
You know, it's very fun to watch the success. She's the underdog, and then it's sort of like it takes a turn.
Yeah, when she screws over her friends for profit, like now you're not rooting for them anymore.
Yeah.
You're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
She sold to everyone on that block, and then she told her friends to sell theirs so she could have the clean block that hasn't been sold to. That's messed up.
Yeah. And then that's pretty good. And then like maybe, all right, I guess the act 3 is she has to kind of win back her friends. I guess.
Act 3 is Boo Berry needs to help her win back her friends.
He needs to use his ghost powers.
She learns maybe to work together instead of ruthlessly putting people under the bus for victory.
Yeah.
They become a sales team at the end.
Yeah.
She brings in the kids. They work together. They have fun selling for a change.
Yeah. So she becomes the best, and that's sort of there's nowhere else to go from here, and she's got now that the game has been won, she's got no friends, and so tying it back, like she's got to remember what the whole point of this bake sale was for. Yeah. Whatever that was. Probably something thematically appropriate.
Like they're raising money to help someone. And we could even, if we want to have a little bit of like a cathartic, like we got one over on the villain, we could have a teacher, again, very goal oriented. He wants to be the number one classroom just for like the ego he has, that he has the best class. And then you can find out that he's not even bringing the money to charity. He's just keeping it for himself.
Okay.
That way we could have a fun, haunting, like, climax.
Use his ghost powers to scare the bad guy.
Yeah.
That's kind of a fun one. You know, if it's a ghost, you might as well. She meets up with the ghost. They go into business together. I mean, we establish what she wants. She wants to win this competition.
We could have scenes in the classroom where the teacher's like, we have to be the number one classroom. Yeah. Whoever finishes this is going to be like, you get this prize. It's something the girl wants, like a new bike or something.
Maybe she wins the prize and it doesn't even matter to her. She wants more.
Maybe. So are we saying this is 1980s?
Yeah, sure.
Let's say it's like 1986. Okay. The winners get a Nintendo Entertainment System that you could play with your friends. And the big thing is like she wins, but she doesn't have friends anymore.
Yeah.
But she loses her friends. She's sad. She goes to the teacher to try and ask for advice because, this is his bake sale.
Okay.
And that's when she finds out, like, he's just counting his money and, like, stupid kids.
Maybe Boo Berry finds out using his invisibility powers. Yeah. He does some eavesdropping.
They go to the school together. They hear through the door what's going on. He floats through and he finds out the truth.
Yeah.
And now Act 3 is, how do I get my friends back? How do I get back at this teacher?
She goes to the school to return the Nintendo because she feels guilty.
There you go.
And she catches him on his off hours. He's counting the money, laughing
to himself. Yeah, there is no charity.
Yeah. He made it up, like, and. So then that's when they haunt him.
They haunt him.
They haunt him good.
And then the last part of Act 3. So throughout the Act 2, we see Boo Berry uses ghost powers to help her be a better salesman. The end of Act 3 is him using his ghost powers to help her be a better friend. Finding out what her friends are going through, what troubles they have. She helps them out. And then we can end on a happy note that she has friends again. Boo Berry's hanging out in the home.
Thanks for listening to Scream to Scream. We did another Dark Spooniverse. We're going to get through all of these somehow. If you've got any ideas for any other movies or, whatever, just write them on down in the old comments.
Yes.
And we will look at them and do them eventually. Probably.
Bye.
Bye.
Stay spooky.
Stay spooky.